Hello, this is Purge, and I'm bringing you guys a special replay analyzation is what I'm going to work on. I'm streaming right now, and I'm going to let this transmit out that way. That's how I'm going to do this thing, and it's going to be wonderful. And what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to quickly look over replays from teams for the International that I haven't watched them play yet. So this is basically my way to learn about the teams that I had know absolutely very, very little about in terms of their Dota 2 playstyles or skills and stuff like that. So that includes Invictus Gaming, LGD, Zenith Orange, Tongfu eHome, DK, and MUFC. I basically haven't casted any or watched any of those games in a very long time, or any of those teams play, because they aren't in the leagues that I end up spending time casting. And then usually during my free time, after I spend like 6 to 7 hours casting and then editing VODs another hour or two, I usually don't have enough free time or desire to watch other people cast. So this is going to be my way to quickly get through replays. I'm not going to cast them, I'm just going to analyze them and maybe talk about things. And then we can get through a bunch and I can learn more about these teams, what their playstyles are, we'll look at the picking, we'll look at the gameplay stuff and things like that. Disclaimer, of course, I'm not a pro player. I do not have the analyzation levels of a pro level player, so I'm going to probably say things that aren't completely accurate at times. But I'm doing my best to call the shots as I see them. They might be wrong, but that happens. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Alright, so I bought 2 tickets yesterday. The 2 tickets I bought passes to, which included basically a lot of the teams that I wanted to watch. I bought the It's Gosu Monthly Madness Asia one. This has a lot of those teams that I was talking about. Zenith LGD, Invictus, it has, I believe, DK, maybe some of the Chinese teams as well. So it has a lot of the teams, including Orange and MUFC as well. So that is a lot of the teams that I wanted to cover, and additionally I also bought a ticket to the Beyond the Summit World Tour, which is God's Tournament. This one was a little bit more expensive, but it has pretty much all of the teams, I believe, that are going to the International. I forgot about 2 other teams that I haven't actually casted much lately, which is Complexity as well as EG. So we'll probably look at some Complexity as well as EG games while we're waiting. That is the stuff that I want to take a look at. So EG hasn't participated in the Gosu League. They left Star Series, I believe, as well, and Complexity also did not participate in either of those. I might be wrong about EG. I can't remember, but Complexity for sure. I haven't casted them in a long time since they basically had that big swelling where they started playing very well. I think I casted them Star Series Season 1, maybe it was, but I basically haven't been able to catch up on those teams. The only teams that I was very familiar with are Dare, MTW, Moscow 5, and Navi. So eHome, Invictus, LGD, Tongfu, MUFC, Orange, Zenith, Complexity, and EG. So those are the games that I'm going to be watching, and we'll pick one out now, I guess. These games have already been played in the past. These are all replays, so those will give us nice replay features and cool stuff like that. And I'll just jump through stuff pretty rapidly if it sucks. And that's kind of makes me sad that people aren't voting on stuff like this. Kind of shows you the volume that is going on. I'm actually going to go all the way to the 8th page, I think. And we're just going to watch some replays, I guess. Alright, nothing on the 8th page. It is absolutely void. The Radiant versus LGD Gaming. Why don't we... I haven't watched Absolute Legends actually playing a while. This was July 7th, so that was about a month ago. Sure, let's hop into this game. Absolute Legends actually I haven't casted in a while either. Did I mention that? I think I might not have. Absolute Legends. Alright, let's do this one first. Absolute Legends versus Invictus Gaming. We'll download the replay. I don't want to see who their winning team is. Go download, go download, go. Upvote! Aw, yeah, 2 likes. Doing my part, guys. I'm doing my part. Come on! Alright, there we go. I was going to stop at 93, that would have been terrible. I'm going to switch the overlay in a second, so all of you guys on YouTube that always get really pissed whenever I forget to switch the overlay for the first 30 seconds, because you're like, why was his screen so small at the start of the game? It's like, dude, that's how streaming works. You have overlays, and you shift things in between games, and now you will understand, and I'll switch it once this gets past 97%. What the hell is going on? I don't know if you can see this or not. 80, 98? Come on. Looks like they had... one standing here. That's Snoopy, Bleak, Musica, Godot, and who's the 5th? Black Shaitan is who we're missing, I believe. Watch replay. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna do the plain overlay, I think. No, we'll do casting. We'll do the casting overlay. Yeah, and I'm drinking orange juice. Orange juice is super imba. Load for me. I hope this works. I haven't actually watched any of these replays yet. But they load. Okay, so couple things to clarify. I'm going to leave this open the whole time so you guys know exactly how long this game is. I understand that this is going to at some points kind of ruin things. I wish my mouse cursor would confine. That's kind of weird. So in some ways you guys are going to be seeing, you're going to know when the game's ending, essentially, but that's not really, I'm not here to cast, I'm here to analyze. So, and I'm oftentimes going to probably speed things up, especially in downtime like this, where there's no reason for us to wait. Downside is that the screen goes, oh my god, shit is complicated. Alright. No broadcaster. I could actually listen to these guys cast, but nope. Okay. So I haven't actually freaking casted a game, believe it or not, since I've seen this overlay. So it's kind of funny. Alright, so this was, keep in mind this was about a month ago. I believe this game was played on the 7th of July, something like that. So we're going to speed this up a little bit. Unfortunately my speed commands don't work while waiting. We'll just like quickly go through the picking and banning stage at 8 times. So I won't focus as much on the banning and picking necessarily because this is slightly outdated in terms of picking because it's about a month ago. Things change, definitely change within a month. But all this looks really cool. I like the background; it's showing like the logo a little bit. Wow, did they really ban an Earthshaker? Interesting. All right, so I'm gonna pause for a second here. So they banned Earthshaker, Chen, Lycanthrope. Earthshaker is very weird. I would say that's a completely unbanned hero, pretty much. Nature's Prophet, Lone Druid. They push options right now, plus attack speed from the Inner Beast is really good for the bear. And they went for a solo mid and a solid support. Okay. I'm gonna wait to pause here, in case I see more cool stuff. With a Broodmother long lane. Alright, and I'm gonna have to set myself off to offline so that we don't get any pop-ups from guys right now. 49 pending, that's it. Offline. Okay, there we go. Alright, Venomancer ban, makes sense, they're pushing. Enigma ban as well. Enchantress as well. Makes sense. They're looking for a hard carry and a jungle hero, the Dire team is. The last ban is going to be a Panda. Radiant team kind of has weird heroes, that's for sure, and they go a Tide. Oh, Leshrac. It's amazing to see Leshrac make it this far. If this was like current, Leshrac would be a first round banned or one of the first few picks. I don't know how the Chinese necessarily... This is a Chinese team, by the way. Mostly Chinese, I believe. I think they're all Chinese. I might be wrong. I'm thinking of some other guy. So Nightstalker was the last pick. Nightstalker... Long... Alright, solo mid. I guess they're tri-laning. That's kind of weird. And the Tinker for the Radiant team, so... There goes 12 minutes that we just sped through quickly. Oh god. Alright, that was cheating. This is cheating. See this, guys? This is fucking cheating. This is a bug abuse. This shit right here. You select your hero while it's still on the pick screen. You can like click on the map and like move your map down here and do this like click drag, and then you can like right click on the map. There's no way that he could be here in a normal game. I hate when people do that shit. They did it once in the Ghostly League and I got upset. I was like, alright, we need to talk to him afterwards. It doesn't really affect the game, but basically what's gonna happen is free camera, we can close this. Yeah, I don't know. Oops. What? I want to close this shit, not the... That's kind of annoying. Well, I guess I'll leave it open then. You know, or I'll just do this. Okay, so yeah, he's just gonna cut trees, basically. Wow, he had no idea how to do that. That was weird. You gotta stand right here. I really can't draw. What if I press play? Oh, it's just really slow. Gotta stand. Oh my god, I can't draw. That's really annoying. You stand right here, and you throw your axes here, and then you run to the right. Alright, so, speed things up a little bit. There might be team fights that happen. Wow, really? Holy shit, 4 words. So, this is IG. The Dire team's IG, by the way, guys. This is a Chinese team. They're doing a Tinker, Tidehunter dual lane. Lone Druid mid, I guess, with a... Okay, a Jungly Nature's Prophet. Jungly Nature's Prophet and a long lane Beastmaster. Go out with that sick Grand Crown of Gigas. And since the game is paused, we speed up. Watch the clouds move, guys, and the little beard shake. A little beard shake. Look at this. Oh, that's funny. Shadow Demon do anything weird? His eyebrows are moving. This is awesome. Snoopy, his face just kind of Blah blah blah. Okay, speeding up. Still speeding. I don't want to jump track because I might miss something. How to get 5 EXP? Let's kill the treant or something. We must have killed the treant.
The battle begins.
Okay, so here's the resume.
Illusion.
Speed up, speed up. Alright, so, Lone Druid versus a Queen of Pain. We'll see how much I can learn from this. I'm a little worried. Let me look at wards for a second. So there's one ward here. So they're spawning a lot of jungle camps, actually. That's a weird ward. So, wow. Really interesting wards by the Dire team. I mean, they have Vision of the Nature's Prophet. They despawn this camp. I assume they tried to despawn this camp instead of placing... Like, there's no reason... If they really wanted a ward here, why not place it here or here? That would make more sense. I think they tried to stop this camp as well. And that would pretty much just let him have this large camp and this small camp as well as a pull camp. But that very, very weird ward. And that was a double ward, by the way. That was a double ward out of Shadow Demon, so... That's pretty weird stuff. So top is... Oh yeah, I suppose I can use the ones on the keyboard, can't I? Yes, I can. Or the numpad, sorry. Alright, so doing a support less track. This is IG, by the way. Small pull camp from Shadow Demon since he wants stuff to do. Alright, apparently it does not work.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, that's right, because that was my that's my hotkey for I forgot. For model size. Those trees don't exist. I believe it's a bug. Dude, March. March is so good.
For you.
Not your
So far, not really any roaming out of IG. If we talk about the positioning of the AL's lanes as well, I mean, Lone Druid is definitely gankable, but not extremely easy to kill, and they have pretty good gank heroes. I mean, they have a Shadow Demon and a Leshrac. Like, they could definitely go try to gank this Lone Druid. Queen of Pain's already a pretty capable hero, though, and Broodmother on the bot lane against the Tinker. I think the lanes actually look pretty good for Absolute Legends here. Well, I guess that's good for all teams. Like, the mid lane's going to trade fairly even. Top lane, Night Stalker's obviously going to get pretty decently farmed here. And Shadow Demon pulling like this is going to help out a lot, so... I'll probably just keep it at 2 times here. Yeah, that's what I want to watch it at. Can get the thing done relatively fast. And Tinker just going for March, so... Giant circle on the siege creeps. I assume this is before the replays. The replays must have changed or something like that since this data point. Since this replay date, so that's my guess. Another Sentry Ward. I seem to remember Ferrari's a super good Broodmother. You can do some things really quick like last hit checks and stuff. So I'm trying to learn something about the players as well as the teams themselves, so... Queen of Pain doing not so hot. Chiton's doing really well mid, actually. He's doing super well. Playing very well mid. But Lone Druid's a good hero. Bleak on the bot lane. 18 last hits. Broodmother has 11. It's not bad. And finally they are ganking Chuan here. Or Chuan, however you want to say it. Grabs the Leshrac with the Invis. It's actually a Chinese name, if you guys didn't know. I actually have a real life friend whose name is Chuan, who's Chinese. And the gank on Chiton. Oh, the slow motion! Alright, he's gonna die probably. Unless, yeah, he does get killed, so Chuan gets the last hit. But I think they're gonna be able to grab the Queen of Pain maybe, yeah. Stun misses. So that's really, I think they dare say they should have done that a little bit earlier. Because Lone Druid was winning the lane, and he only ganked once they got an invis. Like, maybe if they didn't spend... I mean, they've got a smoke here. Maybe if they didn't spend 400 on the Observer Wards, they would have been able to do this earlier. Wow, he's actually getting behind the Beastmaster. What is going on? That is really... That was a huge mistake. Unless there's something majorly glitched. That was a huge mistake by Muska there. He, like, let him walk up. He was looking somewhere else, apparently.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, so we'll speed this back up again. This may allow them to take top tower, especially if Leshrac shows up. Which he will. Wow, he's level 4. Takes a lot of tower hits at least, but if they can push this and get him within tower range, they should be able to take the tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Missed the Broodmother kill, which means I will go like this. Pause. Huh. Then we go play. Huh. Beastmaster dies, and okay. So 2 times here. Ferrari with the soaring is level 6. Team last hit spiders. Alright, this is where things get scary. It's going on Bleak. There's soaring, there's the ulti. Bleak does not have a laser, this is the main problem. So basically, wow, that was a really easy kill. He didn't even have the slow on him, he just had the movement speed and advantage. So Tinker had no boots yet. Kind of a weird choice. And there's a smoke gank coming mid, so no Shatan's gonna get ganked again. Comes the... Oh, bad play there. They burned the Scream of Pain, so no Scream of Pain damage. They still might be able to get him though. I think they will, I assume. So, good ganking from IG so far. This is one of the limitations of having a jungle hero, is that you have less heroes to go gank with, usually. If you have a hero that's like a Nature's Prophet who's farming, he's obviously a great ganking hero, but he's not like a dedicated support who can just be like, alright, we're both smoking, we're gonna go run mid and get behind him and kill the guy. You kind of have to like, it's a little bit harder to gank. And we have a flying Scout Hawk. Cool stuff. No problem. That's how they fly, they just run across the ground like that. Speed this up a little bit. So Bleak did get some pretty good advantage from having the March, but obviously now it's a problem. And Night Stalker's now level 6. Or it's nighttime, especially. He's got Treads, Bottle, and a Wand. He looks pretty dead to me. There's Night Stalker, there's the nukes. They actually have no wards up right now, I think. It's a Radiant Ward here, but he actually came through the lane. So Night Stalker giving IG a nice advantage. It's 1 to 5. There's the gold graph and the EXP graph. EXP pretty significantly in the Dire team's favor. Which is surprising considering that they don't actually have a jungle hero. Usually the jungle hero team is going to have an advantage. But there have been more kills on them. I think they did spot the movement. These wards catch this. So they did see the fact that Night Stalker as well as Shadow Demon are coming this way, and that's why they are standing in under the tower. And here comes the dive. Yep. March is going to help a lot though. We get spotted though, there's the silence. Gush and Shadow Demon Bleak's going to die though. Snoopy may as well. More spiders, another nuke. Oh yeah, that's an easy kill. He's just going to have to wand and then do another void. Snoopy, you dead. So Godot with a medallion, he's only got 1 kill and 1 assist right now. Wow, they're like still diving this. Speed this up a little bit. And now the dive. Very smart. He actually put Treants to block himself in. Very cool. Very smart play by him. This could get Ferrari killed actually. Oh, Ravage gets the kill. More dives. I should slow it down a little bit when the team fights happen, sorry guys. So AL's playing like a very, very defensive game, and the problem is that Tinker doesn't have like a lot of stopping power. March is really good for when they dive for damage output, but it doesn't like disable them. Looks like Shadow Demon actually got a Tranquil Boots. I believe they don't have Ravage. Yeah, I dare say they needed more heroes to sit down here, but Beastmaster just now hit 6, so basically IG they have really strong early game heroes. Night Stalker, Queen of Pain, Shadow Demon, all very good in the early game. Absolute Legends, they had Tide, who needs 6 to really be good. They have Lone Druid, who's not useful early, basically. Tinker is relatively good. Beastmaster doesn't have a stun until he's 6, and Nature's Prophet is pretty much just limited to a Sprout and ulti in a lot of ways. At least for defensive tower diving like that. Like, if they had stronger early game heroes that they could defend the diving better, but the Broodmother also probably doesn't help a little bit, but this game was quite a while ago though. Another dive on Snoopy. Well, they are going to get the Brood at least.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now Godot may get dived on. He's got no mana, so he's pretty dead here. There's a spider in the circle!
I will rise next season.
Alright, so 4 to 12.
Radiant structures are
Lone Druid not
fortified.
even close to a relic. Let's go. Wow, he gets first entangle. So Leshrac dies at least. They are not going to be able to deny the tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Quick pain goes for treads, so we can do some item checks really fast. Wow, Broodmother actually got a Hand of Midas. Are you serious? Wow. I guess they're worried about out-carrying. That's probably what it is. They know that the Lone Druid will win late game if they let it get there, so maybe since they're so far ahead, he's just going to grab a Midas to really increase his farm. I've never seen a Brood get a Midas, though.
Middle tower is under attack.
Interesting. But you can tell the Dire team's ahead. Look at all their upgraded boots. Oops, wrong. Fingers on the wrong buttons.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Really fast Vlads on the Night Stalker, interesting. Pretty good against Lone Druid, though. It is good against that. They do have a pretty decent amount of physical damage from their team. I mean, Beastmaster axes or composites, so armor is going to help. Nature's Prophet is pretty much all physical at the moment, not including his ulti, of course, but he has some right clicks. Tinker is pretty much all magical. Tidehunter has some physical components, as well as a minus armor technique. And Lone Druid is all physical, except for Entangling Claws, of course, I believe. Oh, it does do physical. Interesting. I didn't know that. I thought that was magic.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They can't even like counter push this. Like you see his position right now, you can't even get close to him because they're behind. I think he should have casted that the other way, maybe.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
If he would have casted it forward, it would actually hit the creep wave and killed it, probably. And now they farm. So it looks like it's a Hand of Midas into a BKB, yeah. Some Medallion, Tranquil, and Shadow Demon, really cool build. I like the Medallion or an Urn on him, just to give him some nice passive mana regen. He actually does pretty good regen because his int levels are decent. So, might see some dives though. Let's see if we have any wards up Radiant Team. This is a Dire ward, so Radiant Team cannot see this coming. But his positioning is good.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And the chase now? Nope.
Radiant's
Bot tower goes down. Radiant Team has killed no towers yet. Their last hope is the Lone Druid. And he is at 1900 gold. So he'll get there, possibly, but is it going to be too late is the question. And the KDs, if you guys are curious. Look at game stats and stuff like that too. KDA, last hits denies, hero level, really high EXP advantage for IG. And big EXP per minute as well. Wow, look at that. Total gold earned. That's just super one-sided. Pretty amazing.
Top tower is under attack.
So, why? Plus, plus, plus.
Dire's top tower is under
So,
attack.
Roshan, because they have the advantage in the map control.
Roshan
Not to mention the
has
Medallion
fallen.
and the Edict. Cool skill build out of Leshrac. I like that. See if there's anything else weird that I can notice. Nope, standard stuff. Maybe sheep, maybe Lincolns. I'm gonna guess sheep though, because they are worried about getting outcarried late game because of Prophet, Lone Druid, Tinker, I suppose. I think that would be the smarter decision. Wow, he still has no boots to travel. Run, Boots, go, run. What they do, axes. Like Tinker or Tide's positioning, very smart.
Denied.
As you can see, a Dire team can't see him. Especially with a Ravage, this is very important to do. Just defend the people on the outside that are possibly going to get ganked. This Brood's going to be really tough to kill. He's got, wow, interesting. Very, what's the cutting cost skill build, basically? It's like they're trying to kill Queen of Pain here. Oh, wow, he blinked away with like 2 HP. He had Aegis anyways, I suppose, but... He's not tread switching, but that's okay. And now he goes for a kill mid. Okay, this is 1 times. Good TP support from him. Alright, they killed her at least. Queen of Pain's dead. It's so weird to go from like 8 times to like regular speed. It feels so slow. Rude still is not actually BKB'd this. Nice. So this is where things start falling apart big time. They used Ravage there, but they definitely still lost the fight. And Lone Druid did survive, but he's still about 1,000 gold away from his relic, so map control from IG is pretty insane. Broodmother controls the bot lane. They have a ward up on the high ground constantly. Mid tower is gone, top tower is gone, so there's this very, very small part of the map that Absolute Legends actually feels safe being in. And even that time, that was a fight under the tier 2 tower, basically. It was right here that happened, so... Speed this up again. Once again, if you guys are just tuning in, we're just doing replay analyzations from some Asian tournaments and Asian teams. Basically teams that I'm not familiar with, that I want to become familiar with before the international happens. So I'm just trying to catch up on things, watch a couple of replays of a bunch of teams that I haven't seen perform. So, just so I'm more familiar with everybody. I should probably spend more time on recent replays, I suppose, because otherwise I'll be learning stuff about the teams that happened a long time ago, which isn't as relevant. So maybe the next one. This one's this replay is about a month and a half old. I think it was early July, like July 7th, something like that. That was played. So I'll be able to get some more info about it later. So Absolute Legends is really far behind. Wow. Yeah, that's a big disadvantage. Huge disadvantage. Interesting that he went Tread so late, though. That's what I meant by very cost-cutting. He went Soul Ring into Midas into BKB, and then he got Treads. He just wanted to get those core items as fast as possible, because that gives him kills like that. Like, if he has the Black King bar, then he doesn't have to get stunned, and it just really gives you an option, rather than buying Poor Man's Shield. I mean, he skipped the Poor Man's, he just had the Stout Shield, for example, whereas a player like Light of Heaven will always grab a Poor Man's first and get a Tango past him. Like, that's a build that he always goes. So it's kind of interesting seeing the slight adjustments from the players. That's kind of the stuff that I want to learn about. Night Stalker with Vlad's looks like it goes for BKB next, but he did Vlad's first. Vlad's not bad if you do a lot of team fighting. And the extra armor for Shadow Demon as well as Leshrac and Queen of Pain is excellent. A free chainmail to these 3 squishy heroes is really, really crucial at times. Still can't see axes appropriately.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
The turtling continues. They have sentries at least. Killing Brood's gonna be so tough though. And they'll continue taking the last tower. 4 staff on Shadow Demon. It was the sheep. Good, you tried to switch this time.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, there's a relic on the bear at
Radiant's
least.
top tower has fallen.
Speed this up a little bit here. Just gonna look at the player movements a little bit. Wow, they have BKBs on everybody. Leshrac as well. No Bloodstone for him. Is that 3 BKBs? Yeah, that is. Wow. That's huge. At 23 minutes, to have BKB on 3 heroes is just insane. Like, they basically completely render Tidehunter's ultimate not basically useless. I mean, it's not going to land on... It'll hit Queen of Pain, and it's going to also hit Shadow Demon, but that's it. Oh, and he got a point booster just for cheap HP. He can't make items, obviously. And, wow, weird skill build, too. I didn't even notice this. Very interesting. You can eat the Tango and then pick that up again. He went for max Shadow Poison with only 1 Soul Catcher and only 1 Disruption. This is definitely different than how we see skill builds from European players. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. So he has 4 points in stats right now. He even skipped out the level 2 ulti as well. Very interesting. don't know if this is necessarily... Oh, it's very weird to do this. I find this very interesting. I mean, he's already got good HP based on his items alone. Does he really need to do this? I mean, Soul Catcher can do a lot of damage. If it lands, the ulti can increase the damage it does as well. Very interesting. Alright, make them clouds move. Okay. It's a very interesting adjustment. Queen of Pain as well, also keeping Shadow Strike at 1 and getting stats. Also another little way to boost up her mana pool and HP pool as well. She has had some squishiness problems earlier, so maybe that's why. The dagger slow does increase, and the cooldown actually decreases massively from 20 to 8 seconds. It's pretty significant in my opinion. So, slight build adjustments. That's the kind of stuff that I want to see. Night Stalker, typical skill build. Leshrac has got no ulti. It's like the European Leshrac that mostly gets played right now. Definitely focuses usually on skipping Lightning Storm, grabbing Pulse Nova, and going for a Bloodstone, and then a Blacking Bar afterwards. So this is just a slightly stronger. It's like an earlier build basically. It's better for the earlier game, like the mid game. Bloodstone better for the late game. Because once you have Bloodstone first and then you get a BKB, like you've always had that mana the whole time. She grabs the Ring of Felt now, so I guess he may do Bloodstone afterwards. We'll see. Speed up until we get a team fight. That's right, punch that tower. We're doing 9 damage a hit. If only his disruption. Okay, he's actually gonna max out disruption now. That was a radiance on the bear. Il is a very low chance of winning at this point, by the way. In case you guys were aware. And they're gonna try to do. Well, they actually tried to roar her, I think. Yeah, they did, but she blinked away. To the guy in chat that's saying you're trying to subscribe and PayPal is blocking your request, I believe there's an issue right now. I got another message from some other viewer that had similar problems. You can email Twitch support, or you can try to pay with something other than PayPal if that's a possibility. If not, then it's not a big deal, and unfortunately, we'll just have to wait till they fix the system, but I believe you can email them. Okay, so you went for a butterfly. Cool. Yeah, that's definitely like the carry build to go on Brood. Interesting he didn't go Orchid though, that's definitely the way to do it in the European sense. The ulti's Godot. He's gonna get forced. It's looking pretty good though. And there's the BKB. Snoopy's gonna ulti this. He only catches one hero actually. Oh, he gets killed though. Nice. Hey, wow, really close. Thought he was dead. They actually did a great job defending that. They lost Queen of Pain. Did they lose anybody there? They didn't? Are you serious? That's weird. Huh. Very smart. Okay. Broodmother immediately. Not done pushing. So they have a gem on Night Stalker. This is something that I know Chinese teams do a little bit as well. They'll buy a gem even if the enemy team doesn't have an invis hero. And I'm pretty sure they don't have anything like a Lothar's or something like that. They just get it for map control, basically. That's it. Very, very good for making sure the raiding team never has wards, and if the enemy team never has wards up, you're going to be able to do stuff like take Roshan, and they just simply won't know about it. So it's fun to see them do this. He grabbed a point booster next. And Zhao also going for Blacking Bar, so that's going to be like 4 Blacking Bars at least. I don't think Shadow Demon is making one. Very, very high amounts of BKBs compared to the average team. But it shuts down Tide perfectly. Gives them some elements against Tinker as well. Snoopy looks dead. Still only a level 1 Demonic Purge.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Perseverance, so yep, looks like he is going Bloodstone. I love how the catapults look like buildings on the map. It's great. It's freaking great. Oh, their first tower. Oh yeah. But somebody was there to deny it, so that they got even less gold. That's pretty cool. The Warlock Golem. What? He's got a minute 10 left on him. It's a Warlock Golem, guys. Total Warlock Golem over here. Punch stuff. Regenerate. Daytime. So they're just going to continue their farm advantage, which they are increasing. They have a Yasha now. Broodmother's going to go Manta next, probably. Looking for some creeps. Ah, that sound. Broodmother eating creeps. I guess that isn't really a game where they need an Orchid, though, so I guess it does make sense that this build is fine. If they had like a Queen of Pain or something, I would say Orchid. Instead he goes for the carry roll. Guy bagging him yet? Almost 50 gold. That's why he tried to steal that kill. I don't know if he's successful or not. So just like constantly pushing all 3 lanes, and look at this. Shadow Demon is just literally farming. He's not even pushing, he's just like solo farming. And he's actually stacked this first as well. So, this is like the definition of perfect map control. The Radiant team just sits in their base and the graph's gonna go insane. Look at this. That's a great graph. Very well played by IG here. And the Radiant team knows they can't really leave the base that much. They almost... It's kind of hard to say. They almost have to like smoke out and try to get a kill, but even if that happens, like... The other lanes are constantly pressured as well, so... We can do item checks while we're waiting before this game runs out. I think it looks pretty obvious who's gonna win this. Shouted him, what you got? He bought a mech, actually, pretty late mech. So he went Medallion, Tranquil, into Force Staff, into Point Booster, and then he got a Mechanism. They did have some push bombs before, though. Try to kill the bear. This guy's gonna roar on Chuan. I guess they're fighting this. This BKB is it's kind of a little miscoordinated, I would argue. He's got that Manta, there's the BKB. Wow, he didn't get to ulti there. Wouldn't have really been worth it though, they're all disabled pretty much. Bleak, you look dead. You're not dead. Oh, nice. Pick up. Well, they still haven't been able to take a Rax. What? What's going on here? Alright, so this is the problem with BKBs, guys. It gives you 10 seconds where you can be a master of stuns. But after it runs out, you're like, well, this item just gives me weak HP and some damage. So after that point, everybody gets really, really low on HP. And Night Stalker dove too far as well. He went all the way this far. Why not just sit in this general area? They got a couple kills. Were there buybacks? There was a buyback from Prophet. That's when shit got bad for the Dire team. Tinker killed Night Stalker because he got entangled and was overly aggressive. So... Another option they could do is like 4-man pushing in a different lane and have Brood solo push to the other, because he can obviously kill anybody solo, but the March in the Sheens obviously makes that very difficult because the counter push is insane. So, speed up. Dire team continues their total advantage. Many, many machines. Oh, there's a team fight. Godot super dead. Am I slower? No, I'm not. This is like actual game speed. It's so slow. Kill that hawk. Manta style.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks is falling.
Die Spirit Bear. Alright, and this is about where the game's gonna end. They're gonna be able to pick up at least a double Rex here.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
And the mech as well from Shadow Demon. And their massive gold advantage. It's an insane gold advantage, 30k. Is finally gonna kick in. I'm glad I didn't cast this game live. This would have been one of those kind of boring games where you're like, oh my god, IG is so far ahead. It's only a matter of time until Absolute Legends loses because they have 80,000 Black King bars and a 30,000 gold advantage. God, look at the illusions. That's awesome. And now he's maxing out Soul Catcher, so good game is called, and we watch the world burn. God, it sounds like a double-barreled shotgun shooting the missiles off. Ah! Okay. So that was game one. Absolute Legends versus IAG. That was It's Gosu Monthly Madness. You guys can buy the passes if you want to watch those replays. I think the It's Gosu one is about $2 or something like that. So, and now we're gonna take a quick 2-minute break, and then we'll go into that.